Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy! Welcome back to more Pokémon Platinum! Last time, we entered the Battleground! A nice little coffee shop where a lot of gym leaders like to hang out. And then we returned to Stark Mountain, exploring it the way that it was meant to be! Without dead weight hanging us down, not allowing us to rock climb. And we captured Heatran, the guardian of said volcano. Let's hope that doesn't mess with the local ecosystem. But hey, if it does, that's okay. We only have one area left to explore on this whole island, and then we're out of here, so it's not like it affects us at all. This time, what the hey are we doing back in the fight area, you might be wondering? We only have one place left to explore, like I said, and it is the route that connects the fight and survival areas. Since I didn't want to leave any route unexplored, we're going to be going through here and ending our day in the survival area, just to kind of show the other way that you could have gone through this island. And besides, any excuse to hear this awesome music one more time is okay in my books. So we're going to go with that. Now, I guess since we're kind of getting near the end, I can detail this a little bit. Whenever I do these, I do have some notes to go off of. They're not a script or anything, though, but they are little footnotes like, hey, there's items you want to get in this route, but I'm not specific about them, so that way I'm still surprised when there's good items that are better than I expected. Or if there's things like what specific levels a Pokemon learns a move at, that's how I'm able to list such things off. My notes for this route are as follows. Nothing new here. Seriously, it's a really uninteresting route. We will see how much water that holds, because I would like to think that there's good stuff here. Okay, well, I guess that answers that. Past me is just an idiot. That did not last long at all. I let my bird Pokemon carry me wherever, and so here I am. So you're telling me that you have the much better version of fly that exists in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. You are able to fly to any route, landmark, anything whatsoever, meaning that you don't have to walk anywhere once you have been there exactly one time. How nice it must be to be you. Idolin, how about you show that Taylor who's boss? You know, actually, I don't know if we're gonna get to see it. And I'm gonna feel really stupid if she has one of these on her team. But the Taylor family, their 4th generation sprites are nice. I've always been a big fan of them, just the colors, the poses that they're in, even their back sprites are really good. Farfetch'd, okay, I don't think we're gonna be seeing a Swellow here today. Idolin can just really stay out against this thing. Besides, it's Farfetch'd. It's slower than a Dusknoir. Farfetch'd, I would advise not using that as your tagline. Farfetch'd, slower than a Dusknoir. Okay, who's next? Okay, no Swellow. So I'll show on screen right now exactly what that looks like so that you can see what it is I am gushing over. The jet looks pretty cool too, just how tall it stands. It kind of reminds me of a, wait, Tailwind. Okay, I'm probably also gonna feel really dumb about this in a second. This is the day of me feeling dumb. I didn't think Tailwind was introduced until Generation 5. Maybe that's just because there were a lot of Pokemon in that game that benefited from it that were really good. But yeah, I didn't know that was in Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. I think I'll just keep these two out in the front. We're gonna be having a lot of double battles here today, so I'm kind of thinking of my team more in 2s than in 1s. Nothing at all, nothing, really, nothing. Anything up here? This route is very long and windy with a lot of overlapping paths. There's my HP up. It's been a long time coming, but we finally got one of every medicine on this island. And I need to get past you guys. How about we fight you as a double battle? I think that could be kind of fun. We haven't really been doing a lot of those. In the embrace of Mother Nature, people in Pokemon grow strong. Right after this, you will send out your Pokemon to do battle. Boy, you should really get a career as a fortune teller or something, because I get the feeling you're right about that. Ashley and Daisy oh my gosh! The person who thought that they were a fortune teller has, by saying that, has a Slowpoke on their team. That is perfection. Anyway, I think this is the first time we're actually using this team together in a double battle, and personally, I think they're gonna do great together. Not just because of type coverage or anything like that, but Idolin is a Reaper, if his evolution method is any indication. And what's a Reaper without his Scythe? I've been waiting to do this so long. Since I decided I'd be using a Dusknoir on my team, I was wanting to use these two together for that reason. And I just didn't really have a good opportunity arise. Anytime a double battle popped up, I wasn't too sure of myself, and it sounded way too good to not lead with Bodhi and Acrobat so that I could spam Earthquake without consequence and possibly poison my opponents. Future Sight. Eidolon, no. Future Sight is typeless damage despite its psychic typing. Could be kind of nice for type coverage if it weren't, but I'd much rather have something like Psychic on there if I was gonna have a Psychic type move at all. Speak of the devil, and besides, it's not like I need Eidolon to show clairvoyance around me when I got this Psychic around here that'll tell me that I'm about to send out my Pokemon. Oh. That's a little bit awkward. That double Intimidate. I think I'm just gonna stay out. I know that Eidolon can take care of that Slowpoke just fine. I don't think Arbok is too bulky to take a Psycho Cut from a Gallade. I think we'll be absolutely fine here. So down goes Slowpoke, and give me all of my many experiences. Scythe, you cut that thing down to size. I don't know how many of you have read the Pokemon Adventures manga, but there's a scene in that where an Arbok gets decapitated, and it's pretty gruesome looking. Like, it seems really out of place, though, but, like, I personally haven't read a lot of the manga, though, but just whenever I see an Arbok and I use any kind of cutting move on it, I'm reminded of that scene because it was so memorable and so different from a lot of the other things in Pokemon. It's, yeah, if you've never read the manga, it is oddly a lot darker than a lot of the other things in Pokemon, and a lot of people do feel it's one of the more underrated aspects of Pokemon. So, from the little bit that I've read, I could definitely recommend it on that, though, but I'm definitely not the person to ask about it. I just thought I'd bring that up. Slowbro, goodbye. I do quite like you. You have nice stats and really good moves. Heck, back in the days of Gen 1, you were a very useful Pokemon, but you're no match for my Scythe and Reaper combo. Your Pokemon are so muscular. Makes me sigh seeing them. After this, I'll reluctantly hand over the prize money to you. Gotta wonder how much of that was hers. Also, I like how you called a ghost muscular. I don't really think that's possible. Yeah, let's go surfing. Decided to leave Vanity behind, because you gotta challenge yourself every once in a while. Vanity's been winning a lot of fights for us lately, and also not so lately. She has been awesome, just one of the best members of the team. It's a little bit weird how those are cutting in there. I know how this game works. I am not going to trust this little tiny patch of grass without a repel. I was going to run into easily 3 or 4 Pokemon if I went in there on my own. Big Mushroom. Not a bad selling item. Okay, so we're doing all right. We got an evolution item so far. We had a Big Mushroom. We had a rare candy. Yeah, I don't know what it was I didn't see in this place. There are no new encounters here in the order in which we explored things, so maybe that was what I was thinking of, but no, this place has got some good items. We go on patrol to make sure there's nothing strange going on, and occasionally we battle. I suppose I should also mention that if my team appears stronger, as per usual, I've been doing some training. As new gym leaders have become available in the battleground, I have been going back there and just taking care of that, so that's why everyone's around level 60 now. Really good, solid level to be at. Okay, so let's go onward. Got another item, a revive. Always a welcome item, of course. Never know when those critical hits might strike when you don't want them to. We got a house right here. Can't say I was expecting to see one of these, so let's have some excitement, see what's in here. Isn't it hot in the battle zone? Why not let your Pokemon drink this? Well, that was underwhelming. Also, buddy, I happen to know from the Canalave library how Pokemon... Well, actually, no, I didn't say where Pokemon originated, but I know where the relationship between people and Pokemon originated, and that's something, right? Get a Lax Incense right there. I think that allows you to breed a Snorlax and get a Munchlax egg. Good luck getting a Snorlax or a Munchlax in the first place to make use of that, but it's there if you want it. And I guess as we're getting up into the mountains, one thing that I've been wanting to talk about now that we have been through Stark Mountain is, I've already, oh, Dubious Disc. It's that I already went over how in Diamond and Pearl it looks so different from Platinum, and I made a bad pun about it and all that good stuff. I'd like to show you more of what the interior of that place looked like in Diamond and Pearl. So you see it right here. Please tell me I am not the only person who couldn't tell that Stark Mountain was actually supposed to be a volcano until Heatran's Pokedex entry told me about it. Like, seriously, I could not tell that Stark Mountain was meant to be a volcano. It's called Stark Mountain, so I thought it was just a mountain. And there's not any sense of red or lava or any kind of volcanic activity inside or outside of it. I don't think anyone could blame me at all for not being able to tell that it was even meant to be a volcano in the first place. I don't know, it's really dumb. Got some more berries over this way. Tomato berry, not terribly exciting. Terribly exciting. Huh, yeah, I don't know. There's pun potential in there somewhere. It always hurts when you know that there is a pun in whatever you just said, but you can't think of what it is. My existence is very strange, if that's the thing that I am complaining about here today, about my life. I got it pretty good if that's the case. Let's take that. You are, okay, so you're facing out that way. I can see your eyes now. And let's go up here. I know that there was an item that, oh gosh, where was it? I think we saw it earlier! The brilliant assery is spreading! That is the second time we have seen anything like that. Wow. All right, Supernova, I wish you were a fairy type right about now. Okay, there is something that I do want to talk about. In addition to leveling the team up, I have made a few changes here and there. And I did something with Supernova that is awesome. I was saying that I was thinking about doing Toxic Orb and Facade on it for extra damage. There's something else you can do for extra damage. I gave Supernova the Life Orb. Because Supernova has Magic Guard and only takes damage from attacks that do damage, it has been immensely powered up by this thing. It doesn't take any of that recoil damage that you take from the Life Orb, but it gets the increase in power anyway. It's the only Pokemon that has Magic Guard, so thus it's the only Pokemon that can take advantage of this strategy. But it's a damn good one, and Supernova has been needing just a little boost in power. Of course, as soon as I say that, she doesn't one-shot the thing, but still, she could have done with a little boost in power for a while now, so it does answer a problem with Supernova that I was thinking about. Granted, I do think that Toxic Orb and, Toxic Orb and Facade, there it is. It got blocked out there for a minute. I do think that would do more damage than Life Orb Return, because that's, okay, so I think that's, yeah, the power of Facade being increased by as much as it is, it would do more damage. So it's a matter of, do I want one really powerful normal type move with same type attack bonus, or do I want all of my moves buffed, but by not as much? Either way, I think it still is a good strategy that we can do that. I guess also, with that being said, I was considering teaching Scythe Earthquake. I'm very overdue on talking about this, considering how long ago it was that I said that I don't think Scythe can learn Earthquake. It can, I'm just not sure I want to do that. It's got a lot of ways of dealing with a lot of different things. For rock types, I got my close combat. For, let's see, what else would that do? Fire types, I guess I don't really have anything in particular to do with that. I don't know. Potential doesn't mean I can win. Yeah, don't try carrying yourself on potential. I don't like talking to people about things they could do. I like talking to people about things they have done. Dawnstone, another helpful item. What was up with me? Maybe I was just really bitter when I wrote these notes. Actually, I replayed Platinum and decided that I wanted to for sure do a Let's Play of this game. Back when I was ill with that sickness that lasted like 4 months, when I had that really bad infection. And I was admittedly not the happiest camper back then, so maybe I was bitter about it. I don't know. Now, where was that? I swore, did we already get it? I just want to go back real quick and check this. Oh, never mind. It was the item that we got using Cut. I was thinking that we skipped an item because we never saw it again, but no, we got it. And so that staircase takes us right to the survival area. That route did not take nearly as long as I thought it would. Might as well go and heal up now that we're done with that ordeal. So there's something for us to do in the survival area. Why was it that I wanted to do this last? It's because, in my opinion, it's quite important. If you come to the survival area, or fight area in Diamond and Pearl, on Saturday or Sunday and talk to Barry... Hey Emil, you aren't the only one getting tougher. I'll prove it to you. Let's go! Quick as that! Probably the fastest he's ever challenged us to a battle ever. He is just on fire! Barry has got another battle for us. He starts, of course, with Staraptor. Level 61, normal flying type, Intimidate for its ability. And the moves, Aerial Ace, Steel Wing, U-Turn, and Close Combat. I have no idea why I chose to start with Eidolon, but starting with Staraptor is like, you know, his thing. So, starting with a Pokemon with a move that's effective on Staraptor is like, you know, my thing. Or at least I'm trying to make it that. Maybe one of these days I'll make a good decision. First I was starting with Supernova, even though it was weak to that close combat, because I kept forgetting that it had it. And now I'm starting with a physical attacker and getting intimidated. Maybe one of these days I'll get it right and finally start with Vanity against him. You're probably gonna heal. Yes, you are. The way I said you're right there, sorry, just amused me. Okay, go ahead and use a full restore. Eat up way too much of our time. It's okay, because I'm going to get my comeuppance for all those times that I got screwed by the AI and finally freeze you, right? Nope. I don't know what it... What? Since when does any trainer controlled by the AI ever switch? Alright, if you say so. Infernape is level 65, firefighting type. Blaze for its ability, holding a citrus berry. It has the moves Flamethrower, Aerial Ace, Shadow Claw, and Focus Blast. I'm pretty sure I know why you switched to Infernape right now. You're gonna do Shadow Claw. Unfortunately, Your only fighting type move is special. And your special stat does hurt a lot. But Supernova is a special wall, and it'll be immune on the switch if you do Shadow Claw. So I'm gonna go for it. Oh, you can be a jerk and do Flamethrower too. I'm guessing that Flamethrower would have been able to finish off Eidolon, which is why he went for it. Maybe Shadow Claw would have just barely not been able to, even though it was type effective. That kind of sucks, but unless I get screwed by damage range, I'll hang on with 2 HP. Please let that work out. Nope, I got damage ranged. Either I got a good roll the first time or an exceptionally bad roll the second. Oh boy, this is kind of bad. Acrobat, I think it's more your battle right here. You can probably take a hit from him just fine. And you got your wing attack. Let's do it. You got speed him, which is definitely nice. I didn't want to go with Scythe for that reason, because he is higher leveled than anything on our team. And as we know, Scythe is a bit of how we say, slow pokey. Okay, you're probably going to survive another wing attack for me as well. This is not going as smoothly as I thought it would. Here I thought I trained up well enough that I'd be able to take him on no problem, but we're not exactly having the best time of it. You're also going to take out Acrobat in one more hit. And I haven't even knocked out one of your Pokemon yet. Nothing. Okay. I certainly hope you like your country roasted bat, because there you go. The answer to what I do here is clear. I send out Eidolon and I use Shadow Sneak. But of course, you know what he's gonna do. He's gonna actually switch out to a normal type. Go for the Shadow Sneak. Yep, it worked. Okay. Score is 1-2 now. Thank you for that pointless critical, Eidolon. Really appreciate it. Could have used that in absolutely any other turn to get a KO, and nope. Floatzel. Scythe, let's let you handle this. Floatzel, as it comes out and shows us his pelvic thrust and moves, is level 59 water type, Swift Swim for its ability, with the moves Aqua Jet, Crunch, Ice Fang, and Brick Break. This is definitely Scythe's fight. I don't think anyone is more fit to handle this than he. Takes normal damage from that Crunch. Didn't take hardly any damage at all, actually. Thank you! If you want those one hits, just leave it to Scythe. Just do that. So good. Staraptor again. I can't use Shadow Sneak on him because he's immune. Let's see how Vanity would have done against that Staraptor. Perhaps Vanity will surprise me in yet another Pokemon that it outspeeds when I don't think it will. You're pretty softened up from that. Sure, go ahead, intimidate me, whatever. This is how I should have begun this fight. Ice Beam, go! Yep, you outspeed it! And if you beat it, or at least freeze it, or something else that might rhyme, good, good. There's level 62. And who is next? Roserade. I wish I had Acrobat for this. It really is my designated Roserade killer. Scythe, let's try you again. Probably gonna get outsped because you're a real slow pokey, but we'll try it anyway. Roserade is level 59. Grass Poison type, natural cure for its ability, so thankfully no poison point as I do this. It has the moves Giga Drain, Grass Whistle, Shadow Ball, and Poison Jab. And there we go, Scythe is showing us that he is faster than we think he is, just like Vanity before him. Gotta follow in those footsteps, or, serpent tracks, maybe? I don't know. I really don't know what you would call the tracks that are left by a snake. There's probably a word for it, but I've never heard of it because I've been so sheltered when it comes to actually, going outside. Heracross! This could be dangerous. It is level 61. Bug fighting type. Swarm for its ability. Hopefully it's going to be sticking with that ability this time. It's got the moves Mega Horn, Rock Slide, Night Slash, and Close Combat. That's going to hurt. That's going to really hurt. Oh, man. Okay. Ooh, and this is dangerous. If I don't one-shot that Heracross, if I'm simply not able, or not one-shot it though, but if I'm simply not able to do a lot of damage or what am I trying to say? If I'm not able to do just the right amount of damage, it can activate that Swarm, which will power up that Mega Horn. When fighting against this thing, I'm not sure which ability I dislike fighting more, because there is always Guts, which prohibits you from inflicting status conditions on it, or else it becomes insanely powerful, but we'll see how well I do against this Night Slash here. Okay, I can take another one. So Fire Punch is the right play, followed up by a Shadow Sneak, unless he crits. Good. And if you could burn him, that would be awesome, having his attack stat right about now. No, okay. I'm aware that I can heal. I'm aware I can do a sacrifice play. But if that Night Slash crits, I don't have much that I can do. If I get hit, if I take any damage and then he crits. So I think I'm just gonna go for the Shadow Sneak and play it a little bit riskier than I normally would. I didn't get the kill. Didn't really think I was going to, but that's fine. A little worried about this. We only have Vanity and Bodhi left. They are both at full health, but that is still a little bit scary having a Heracross on the field when those things are known to sweep through teams. Just gonna play it, save it. You had another full restore? Are you serious right now? I thought you already used up your only one. This got a lot more worrying right now. Oh boy. You didn't have any way that you could possibly inflict me with a status ailment to activate Marvel Scale with your entire moveset being physical? I think I gotta do a risky play here, and you outspeed Heracross too. Vanity, you rock. People saying my team is on the slow, tanky side. Vanity is here to defy your expectations. I don't know if it's got a good speed IV or what, but man, I've never seen a Milo take outspeed all this stuff. Snorlax, last Pokemon on the team. It is a whopping 1,014 pounds coming into the red corner at level 63. Normal type, immunity for its abilities, so it cannot be poisoned. It's got the moves Body Slam, Rest, Crunch, and Earthquake. Bodhi, in training, got a new move. He now has Leaf Storm. I decided to overwrite Outrage with it after we used that a whole 2 times. Leaf Storm is basically a grass type overheat. I was thinking that it could be nice being the only special move in its moveset, so that after its special attack gets lowered sharply, it's not like I don't have other things that I can do, least of all other grass type things I can do, and that did a lot less than I was hoping that it would. Snorlax has an entirely physical moveset. He also just paralyzed me. Whoopee. My thought was, we could do Curse to set up on it, and then we could just power through its health in one really powerful Earthquake or Wood Hammer. I'm gonna need to heal here to make it work, and Barry has made me heal once already. He has healed twice. I shouldn't justify this stuff. If I need to heal and it is a tough fight, I should just go for it. So Bodhi, there you go. And now for the game of how many body slams is it going to take for him to paralyze me once again. Good, not one. Better than I usually do. I don't know what it is, but this entire playthrough, I have never had secondary effects go badly for me nearly as much as they have. I have gone entire playthroughs of Pokemon games where I have never seen a single Pokemon ever get frozen at all, even with moves that can freeze on my own team. I have seen that happen many times. Yet, for whatever reason, in this particular playthrough, everything gets frozen every dang turn. I don't know what it is, but secondary effects have very much not been on my side. Now for that body slam to critical after he paralyzed me after just Are you serious? Are you kidding me right now? What is with secondary effects being so far weighted against me? Unless I want to revive, which I always say I feel dirty doing, my best bet is to try to freeze him or something and then power through the rest of his health with that Hydro Pump. But Snorlax has got so much dang HP and special defense, I don't know how doable it actually is. Could paralyze me and activate Marvel Scale, which might very well be the best thing that I can hope for in this given situation. And you have Rest. Awesome. Yep. Okay. I get 3 turns to knock you out. I'm gonna I think I'll spend my first turn activating Rain Dance to buff the power of my Hydro Pump. His Floatzel's down, so I don't need to worry about that anymore. He's got nothing else on his team that'll get benefited from that, so this does only benefit me. And give me the Hydro Pump. Good. So I get 2 more turns, and then I should outspeed him on the 3rd turn after he's awake. Ooh. Leave it to Vanity to have to save the day once again. It happens all too common. There's number 2. And then this should put him in range where Surf can finish him off without having to rely on any sort of iffy accuracy. Body Slam, okay. As long as you don't crit or paralyze. Thank you. For once, things actually go as they should. Also, all those moves with secondary effects that I've been using that never activated or critical at good times, yeah. People say this game is not rigged against you. I don't know, maybe playing a Fire Emblem has made me more bitter towards RNG in games because that one it feels so weighted against you. It's like, oh hey, you have a 98% chance of hitting them. Miss. 2% chance of them criticaling you, you're dead. It's alright though. Keep getting tougher, Emil. The more you do, the tougher my Pokemon and I get too. There's no end to Pokemon. That's what I'm saying, Emil. Not with this after game, there isn't. What Barry says though is more than just banter with a good friend and idle chitter chatter. Barry will actually get stronger and stronger the more times that you defeat the Pokemon League. If you go back and beat the Pokemon League 10 times, his team will go up by 10 levels. Beat them another 10 times, and his team will go up by another 10 levels. Because of this, as of the time of Platinum's release, Barry was the strongest trainer in any Pokemon game single player outside of places like Battle Towers and Battle Frontiers. His starter Pokemon grows to level 85, beating the previous record of 81. Yeah, he would get beaten out just one game release later, but still, at the time, that was a pretty dang big deal. And I'm completely undecided if I want to show that fight or not. It is the same fight. His Pokemon don't change. His moves don't change at all. He just gets higher leveled. So it's nothing but just higher stats than what we have already seen. I think I might kind of leave that up to your discretion if you want to see me do that fight again just with the levels being higher. The reason why I'm not so sure on it isn't because I don't think I can do it. It's that going back and beating the Pokemon League 20 more times, I would gain so much experience from doing that our team would be able to handle that, I honestly think, no problem. And there's also the fact that I know that I can transfer in another team and beat the Pokemon League with that, keeping my team at the level they are. But you saw what a tough time I had there. We would not be able to do that 20 levels higher without getting at least a little stronger, and I just don't really want to bring in other Pokemon to fight their battles for them. Anyway, though, that is everything there was to do for us on this main island. Well, aside from the Ribbon Syndicate and the villa, but we'll be saving that for another time. Next time on Pokemon Platinum, we're going to be returning to the mainland and taking care of some things that we have long been waiting to do. See you guys then.